Electric monopods? Sounds like another boring videography tool, but just give the Slypod Pro a chance and it's gonna impress you. Let's inspect. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Michael and so happy to see you around. And I hope you're feeling well today. Maybe you can let me know about this in the comment section below. Now, like every YouTuber, I have some gadgets that I test, which are my total favorites. And I believe what we're going to inspect today is about to turn into one of my favorites. It's called the Slypod Pro. And it's a monopod. And I know when I say monopod, it sounds like a very boring thing, but hear me out. This is a monopod and a slider combined. And it's very easy to set up because that here on the bottom is just a tripod. You can see that expanding it takes less than 5 seconds, and then we have a power button right here. When I press it for 5 seconds, this ring right next to it is going to turn into green. These here are the control buttons, so if I want to achieve a motion, I just press the plus or the minus buttons, and you can see that it just starts to move. And there are different speeds that you can control and further fine-tune through the smartphone app and so on. It's super easy to operate with, and I'm using it for almost close to 2 months. So all about my experience in this video. Let's unbox and take a look at the features, and then we're going to cover some of the use cases. So, being one of a kind is not easy, unboxing has to be cool as well. I'm actually quite happy with the way it arrives. Good protection layer, although the box is kind of bulky, so is the device because it's 65 centimeters long when folded. Adding this super cool tripod on the bottom makes everything to be as big as close to 1 meter. It weighs close to 1.5 kilos, which is not too heavy given the fact that there's battery and electronics inside, but it weighs more than most carbon travel tripods. So essentially we receive 4 things altogether. The protective carrying case, very nicely designed. There's the mentioned tripods, pan and tilt head, and the Slypod main body. There are some add-ons available from which I probably would order the remote, because I've never enjoyed controlling things with my phone. Bugs, range, battery life, visibility on bright days, and so on. To cover the specs in a nutshell, you already know about the 65 centimeters folded size with close to 1.5 kilo of weight. So we add to that the maximum expanded size, 118 centimeters, 90 minutes operation time, 4 hours of charging time, 3.5 kilos horizontal payload and 6 in vertical mode, speed up to 40 millimeters per second, with the slowest grade being just 0.5 millimeters per second, a high-quality pan-tilt head, Arca-Swiss compatible mount, camera shutter control, Bluetooth, and respectively a smartphone app support. So as you can hear, things with the Slypod Pro are pretty serious. Specs aside, there are a few things that you will immediately notice right from the start. This feels like a premium device. Carbon fiber design, which keeps it very lightweight but at the same time very robust. The buttons, the joints, the camera head, they all feel very solid and really nice. I mean, I know that the camera head is not fluid, but I believe in terms of quality it's superior to most ball heads and is very flexible and quite good for outdoor use. Now, I've seen some people adding a gimbal on top of that. That's actually a nice idea, just make sure to consider the total weight because most gimbals would add about 1 kilo to the whole pack, but I think it would make the setup unnecessarily heavy and complex. Obviously, having just one axis of movements might be not enough for some of you. It would be cooler to have some sort of panning, so you can either use panoramic camera or an extra device to control panning, like this mechanical tool, which is quite awesome for time lapses. The learning curve about using it is close to zero. Just install it the way you need it to be, power on, and using these buttons you can start the motion, you can press again to speed things up, and you can change the direction and have some basic controls. Very important is to have solid stand. This tripod included is brilliant, so easy to operate it, and adjusting the angles takes seconds, so does the folding and tightening. If you need some more advanced controls, download the Moze Master app and you can go into details. Adjusting the speed from 0 to 100%, and I use this feature all the time, so if you need to configure the tripod filming such an action, the time that you need once you get used to it is less than a minute. Very serious advantage is the lack of any calibration requirements at the beginning or whatsoever. You can actually go even further with automation because there's possibility to use control functions for your particular camera model. This is, however, an optional accessory that you can purchase. So, who is this device for? I guess most people that do filming with motion would love to have it in their gear collection. For tech reviewers like me, a no-brainer. I have a lot of devices that are fluent about horizontal movements, but nothing that is really that easy to move up and down vertically. If I have to highlight the 3 strengths that I like the most, the portability, the build quality, and the easiness of operation. The rest of the features are also fine. They say 90 minutes operation time is expected. However, I got most of 2 hours combined during the first charge with the Sony a7C and the Sony ZV-1. But fair to mention that these are rather lightweight cameras and they were not in motion all the time. Oh, and another cool benefit, you can charge and use the device at the same time. Inside, it's powered by an 18650 type battery, so there are good reasons to call it replaceable, although it is not an official statement that you're going to hear from Moza. Now, to the drawbacks, saying all of them with the note that firmware is still very new, the battery percentage is inaccurate. I've had case where it shows 70% battery level, but it's actually almost empty, and it was just stopping during operation. I hope to see this fixed with a firmware update. Time-lapse option seems to be limited. Given the fact that the slowest speed is 0.5 seconds, it means that you have a maximum of around 16 minutes of motion. And I also had connectivity issues with Galaxy S21 Ultra, but this is more to the Bluetooth implementation that Samsung have for EU customers with their Exynos chipsets. Zero problems with the Mi 11 series. Last but not least, the device is not really waterproof. But you know what? I really like the Slypod Pro, and I'm so happy to say this is a Moza product where I've had almost a 5-star experience, unlike one of their other products that I've tested earlier this year. So if you're one of the early backers, I really hope you're going to get the device sooner rather than later, because using it is so much fun. And that's everything for today's episode. I truly hope it was useful as usual. Time to wish everyone a fantastic day, stay fit, shoot some really great footage, and if there's something I can help with, shoot a message in the comment section below the video. Would really appreciate if you like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. And thank you so much for staying with me till the end. Bye!